It has been a really big pleasure for me the past 2 days creatively because I actually not even just the past 2 days, maybe like the past 4 days because I've made like really great strides creatively and I've taken a tremendous amount of action. I think like 7 days ago, I had like 73 pages written of my second book, and now I have like 130 pages. I've like damn near doubled how much I had written in like the span of a week. And having been writing like in the process of writing a book for like a year, I know that that isn't always the case, dude. Like it's not always I'm crushing it when it comes to writing. Some days you only get 50 words in, 25 words. Some days you just get none because like you're dreading it, and like that day you don't have the discipline to like sit down and like trudge through the process, and it's like so fucking painful. It's like so fucking challenging, and it takes a while to like understand this landscape, but I still don't fully understand this landscape. However, I at least have an idea of what the process looks like. Whereas before, because I've never done this, I had no idea what the process looked like. I had no idea how much frustration and challenge and self doubt and anxiety go into this process. But I feel like I gained a lot of momentum from the Real Nigga Bible, which you can grab for free at therealniggabible.com. Is like that really gave me confidence in my writing. I didn't even know that I was confident in my writing at all. I didn't think I was a good writer, but I didn't think I was a bad writer. I didn't have an opinion about myself as a writer. And then when I see it reflected back to me from other people, it's like, wow. So I'm creating something that I'm excited about. Because once you go to that far end of the spectrum, the real nigga Bible, bro, it's like now what I have is like freedom to create whatever it is that I want to create. Because I don't have to worry about stepping on toes, bro, when it comes to like potentially losing like business connections that I built over the years. It's like the cat's out the bag. Like, it's a shock, but I ripped the fucking band aid off. Now I have like liberty to be able to create what I want to create, which I'm so happy about. Instead of living in that fear, now it's like, I'll do what I want now. And that, like, publishing that book really just gave me confidence to write this book. And it's been so fun. It's been so fun because I am just like, okay, I need to get my first draft done. It's gonna be imperfect as fuck. If you're wondering how it is that I'm writing all of this, one part of it is that it's just imperfect as fuck. It's extremely imperfect. the stories have gaps in them. There are bits that are missing. There are stuff that needs to be cut and added. It's a first draft. And you can get so lost in a maze. The only goal of the first draft is not to make a fucking good draft. It's just to get the draft done. That's it. Just get the draft done. Get like the skeleton. Because if you are like trying to craft sentences like, oh, that doesn't sound right. Because I'm not backspacing. Like, it's rare that I'm backspacing. I'm just like, of course, like to respell words or something like, but for the most part, it's just boom, 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 boom. Just go, 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 go. Like, whatever pops in my mind, just put that shit down. Just like, I'm not judging what it is that pops into my head. It's like next line, next line, next line, next line. Okay, like I know other things happen, but like this is the flow that I'm taking on, and like I'll plug all that stuff in later. Because when I did the when I wrote the Real Nigga Bible, dog, like I went through that book countless times, man. Countless times. I was always re-editing, always even to, bro. I published that book 90 days ago. 90 days ago from like 2 days, so it's like 88 days ago, and I made an edit to it last week. Like I'm still like editing it, so it's like, yeah, dude. Like when I publish this, it's going to be imperfect as fuck. Of course, I'm going to like put in a lot of effort to do my best, but the thing is like when the book gets released, like there's more information that comes instead of like stuff like, oh, like it makes sense to actually say this like this way, and like okay, I can see how that's confusing. And even though I went through it a bunch of times, like you still see how you can make it better. And I am fully aware that I'm gonna have to go through this draft like 50 times maybe. And I know that sounds like ridiculous, but it's constantly evolving because I'm constantly evolving. As I live more life and I go back to the drawing board, I'm in a different mood, I'm in a different headspace. I gain a certain amount of clarity, or I might be working on a specific area where I'm like, maybe if I'm in a silly mood at that point, it's like, oh man, boom, 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 boom. Or if like I am like in a place where maybe I'm stuck, like it affects the work. So I'm going about this in like different headspaces as I experience more life and I'm able to process things a lot more. And then I'll be able to afford an editor as well, someone who can look it over and proofread it, and just like, because I want to make sure like there's like as little to none errors once the book is printed and published. I don't know if that's going to happen, but that's certainly an aim of mine. I think because, and also like with the Real Nigga Bible, I like rushed that like publishing process because it, I won't say I rushed. I I wasn't intending to publish it. So I didn't like think to like market it. I was like, let's just get it out there, you know? And like for me, that's how I do a lot of things. I don't like I just like take the action and then I just like deal with it afterwards. I like take it step by step. I don't really do a lot of planning. I don't do much planning at all, really. That's just not how my brain works. I'm a very spontaneous person, and it's easier for me, it's more fun for me. I enjoy life more, but I also like appreciate a plan. Like sometimes you gotta plan some shit, and I'm like, like I don't work well like that. I don't like to plan things. That's not my superpower. Like my superpower is the vibes. So yeah, I think it's good to have a plan sometimes, and I definitely want to have a plan this time. I don't want to just like release the book how I did last time. What I want to do is I want to build a lot more excitement. So I'm talking about it on social media like every day, just posting my progress with it all of the time. And I do that mostly because I have a few of my friends who I really want to write a book and they feel like the timing isn't right for them. I guess if it feels like the timing isn't right, then the timing isn't right. But like, I feel at the same time that my niggas have something to say already, and they don't. It doesn't have to be this like big deal because like what people aim for with a book is like they're really just looking for like vanity metrics, and they don't really think so much about like they don't have the best view of where the value of having a book comes. Yes. It's and I get it, right? Um because this is what we see, right? We see these people who are successful who have these bestseller books, and we're convinced that like we need to have a bestseller in order for us to be like great or valid as an author, or we need to write a book that's a bestseller. And then like there's these like massive standards that we have in terms of like what needs to take place in order for the book to happen. But I'm like, the chances of you becoming a bestseller off the bat is not likely. It's gonna take a fucking shitload of fucking work. I know there's a lot of people who like are able to make it happen, bro, but like it's a tremendous amount of work. And I'm not saying that they can't do it because they're winners. Of course they can fucking do it. But there's so much more that's deeper than that. It's about like identity. Your identity shifts when you become an author. You see yourself differently. You like, for me at least, I feel so much like I feel like so accomplished to have this title. I'm so proud of it. And it makes me want to just do more. And it's so interesting, man. Like I would have never thought it would be writing. I would have never guessed it. I thought it was speaking. I thought my thing was speaking this whole time. And I do love speaking, and I love speaking. I enjoy speaking. And that's what the goal is to do, is speak on stages in front of you in the future. But I never thought that I would fall in love with writing like this. I'm so I'm so infatuated with it. I'm I love it because I'm actually good at it. I'm actually good at it. And of question what I'm actually good at for a long time. People say that I'm a great storyteller, but the truth is, I know people who are just fucking magnificent storytellers that I'm just like, you think I'm good? If only you've been around some of the people that I've been around. But I guess it's like me comparing. I just, like, for me, when it comes to storytelling, it's fun, it's enjoyable, but um, I feel like it's only good for getting me what I want. It's good for giving as well, but that's part of me getting what I want. I feel that I enjoy storytelling writing via writing more so than I enjoy speaking it. But don't get me wrong, I'd still love fucking telling a good story to a good audience. And dude, I've just been feeling like, oh, like I haven't really been hitting that like great audience lately, but like I've just been myself, like just being who it is that I am, and it's just crazy to see people's reactions to me being who it is that I am because when I'm myself to my fullest, I'm very potent. I take up a lot of space. I dominate the energy. And I've been like, sometimes I'll give people a taste of just like what's bottled up inside, which is just like, I am so ready to get this fucking epicness outside of myself. Today, I went to visit a friend and we went to the beach. And my friend, uh, I feel like she's a very creative person. And I saw that where like it seemed like she isn't very happy where she's at and she wants a lifestyle that represents freedom. And she was talking about going about it in a way that didn't really feel like that's not you. Like when it came to like something specific, when it came to like tech, like, oh yeah, I gotta get in tech so I can work remotely, like make a lot of money. And I'm like, tech? Not tech. Not you. And so we're walking at one point, and I'm also telling her like, no, like, I asked her the question: if you had all the money in the world, but you still had to work from 9 to 5, what would you do? And it wasn't like being on her computer at home. It was like what she mentioned were like outside activities. She's a very adventurous person, a very outdoorsy kind of person. And I'm like, yeah, like tech, like you wouldn't be happy doing that. And at one point, I'm on a fucking roll, right? Like mentioning why is it that I walked away from that once in a lifetime opportunity? I suppose it's not very obvious to everybody in terms of why I did that. I guess why? How would they even know? So she asked me like, why is it that I walked away from that once in a lifetime opportunity? And I was like, dude, like I was only doing it for status. It didn't sit right in my body. Like I didn't care. And I didn't care that it was a once in a lifetime opportunity. I'm like, bro, I'm listening to my motherfucking values. Like, and I was telling her like, I am so fucking proud of myself that I listened to myself and I said, fuck this. Like, I'm actually standing for something. And like, and I'm willing to walk away from a really lucrative opportunity. Like, and like, I chose to do that. To me, it's such a big self esteem and confidence booster for me to be like, nah, I make a stand for something. And for me, it's important that I enjoy the work that I do. I heard Jerry Seinfeld say, if the work is unfulfilling, the money will be unfulfilling too. And I said, look, if I had a job that was okay and I lived in my apartment, whatever, took care of things, and I was able just to write all motherfucking day, bro, I will take that life any fucking day of the week. I'll fucking take that life. Like, you give me my motherfucking desk, a fucking pen, paper, or notebook, and I can fucking write and create. Like, dude, give me that life all motherfucking day, bro. And as I'm going on this rant, motherfucking Whitney Houston is on like full blast as we're walking past this family. And as I'm making this epic speech, like super loud and clear, you just hear Whitney Houston. And and my friend's like, oh my gosh, this is profound. This is what it's about, man. It's about doing something that I enjoy doing and not doing it for the sake of like to achieve a specific result other than me being proud of the work that I produced. It's like I am so excited to see my second book take take life. I can't wait to make this as best as I can. It's a series of stories from my life centered around a specific theme. And this is my opportunity to tell these stories the best way that I can, the way that history will remember them. So it's like I'm excited to make these stories the best that I can without losing the sense of integrity. So like I want to tell it very honestly. Like I want to be very, very, very honest. I want to be as honest as I can while protecting people's identities who are in the story. it feels good to take the actions I've been taking, bro. Just to have the discipline. Like when it comes to YouTube, the past 2 days, it's just been like I've been feeling a little stale because I was on a streak. I think I gained a subscriber a day for like 9 days in a row, and that was like crazy. I was like, this is crazy, bro. Like we're fucking growing. It felt glorious, bro, because I've been putting a lot of work into this, and I posted I posted 48 videos in the last 6 weeks. That's a lot, and that's not even including the shorts. I've only uploaded like 3 or 4 shorts. So I haven't been like gaining subscribers there, and I haven't been getting like new opt-ins for the Real Nigga Bible. So it feels like progress has been stagnant or like by external metrics, but I still post and I'm still writing, and like I haven't lost my momentum when it comes to posting and or writing. So it's like, okay, even though I may not achieve some kind of external like point on the board in terms of like a result that benefits my business as a result of like a subscriber or someone opting in, it's like, hey, we're still gonna keep going whether I'm getting these followers now or later. I'm just not gonna quit, and I just believe it. I just believe it's gonna work out, and I just happen to. This is just where I happen to be right now, but I don't lose any faith. It just takes discipline to still be able to post, but it feels good to fucking do it and be like, wow, like we're still making it happen. It's so cool, man. I feel like I can be like so big. Like today at the beach, bro, I was so fucking big. I was dancing freely. I was being fucking silly and goofy and free. Fucking let loose fully, bro. I fucking let loose. It felt so good. It feels so good to be on the other side, bro. To be on the other side where you are comfortable in your own skin, where you actually like love like your quirkiness and like you play it up. Cause I'm a big ass motherfucking person naturally, bro. And I'm big even when I hold myself back. I can't help it. And then when I let loose, I become a motherfucking giant. And that can be extremely disruptive for people. For some people, it's a this the the loudness or the audacity turns them off completely. That alone. But it's like, dude, I'm played up because this is just who it is that I am. And I think we all have, our own quirks in terms of what makes us who it is that we are. And it's our job to like work on ourselves to the point where it's like we just get out of our own way and we just let whatever be. Like be who it is that you really are, and like let the universe like utilize you as a conduit for whatever it sees that the world needs, which is your uniqueness painted across it to signify your mark here on earth. It's like what we're all trying to do is like we're just trying to like immortalize ourselves in some way, right? Children and like your legacy, and then me with like these books, and then like Instagram posts as an attempt at immortalization. I know that's like far fetched, but we want people to know that we were here, right? At least I do. But it's freeing as fuck. It's freeing as fuck, dude. Like just to show up as you are. I've just been communicating just from like the top of my dome with people just present and just like not even judging what I say. And then it's like so easy because I feel like some people can consider me like to be a corny person. So like I don't know, dude. I'm still getting used to this, but it feels fucking great, man. When we can get out of our own way in terms of like realizing that there's nothing external that's going to fucking like make you feel better about your life. It has everything to do with like you listening to yourself and like obeying that. We search for answers, but like the answers lie within. They're already there. They're already nudging us. We're just afraid to go for it. We're terrified. And it's like we say, "Oh no, we can't. Oh, I can't do that." But you want to do it. Why can't you want to do it? Why do you have to feel guilty for doing something that you want to do? Why does that have to be a reward for like hating your life? Why do I feel like I have to earn what I have to do? Why do I have to feel like I earn what I want to do by doing something I don't want to do? I have to do something I don't want to do to earn the right to do something I want to do. It's like, why don't I just like not do what I don't want to do and let me just do what I want to do? But yeah, man, like it's tricky, dude. We like there's so much like stuff buried inside of all of us. We have like a wealth of like experience, and some people really grew up in a fucked up environment, and have no idea how to like make sense of it or how to process it, and where to even seek help for like the trauma that was endured. It's tough, bro. And then like everything is propaganda. Everything that comes into our mind, like everything that enters our consciousness, like isn't like an attempt of influence. When somebody tells you something, when someone shares an opinion about something, all of this enters your mind. And when we're young and we don't know any better and we're a sponge, we absorb everything. And then we walk around with these beliefs in terms of what our mom said to us in fifth grade that we totally forgot about, but we still hold like the programming that was like placed into our head in that moment in time. And it takes so much courage to like break free from that. And it's so challenging to break free from that. What has helped me, and I still have a lot of limitations on myself. There's a lot of places where I still get in my way, like tremendously. I start with forgiveness. I know that's like, I don't know what that sounds like, but forgiveness. Forgiving those who you feel, did you wrong. But like that saying, man, forgive but don't forget, like it's so fucking true, man. Like, and there's so much more forgiveness that I have to do in my life. It's becoming more challenging to string uh, sentences together. I'm getting tired here. All in all, man, I just want to live a life that I feel good about. And I want the same for my niggas. That's it. That's it. And if like me being creative and building a life helps me help my friends, like you best fucking believe I'm going to do whatever I can to like be there for them. Like of course, I want to see them live the life that they were meant to live. And that comes from getting out of your own way and tuning in to the rhythms of the universe and letting what is yours come to you, even though things might seem counterintuitive and totally random. Everything is purposeful. If we just accept it instead of like fight it, we possess so much more power because now we're able to act upon this from a place of like um, gratitude and empowerment when you look at where you're at in terms of like a fucking blessing and you're like, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Like the universe is trying to push me to a certain direction, but we get in the way of that fucking push because logic, because of what I was just talking about in terms of like past beliefs and all that kind of stuff. It's hard to get out of your own way. It's really hard. It takes time. It takes a lot of awareness, a lot of silence, meditation, yoga, float tanks, psychedelics, experience, action. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna start winding down here because my brain is like beep boop.